Good morning and welcome to Quirk Life Balance. I'm Ben Quirk and today I'm going to look at Presta to Schrader valves. Yeah, I keep damaging mine and keep getting punctures, but that's another story. This appears to be our clutter room. We've just moved house and this is where everything gets dumped. Now, in the post the other day, I got these Presta to Schrader. Now you might be wondering, why do I need to do that? Well, 9 times out of 10, if I'm out on a trail, I'll be riding around and I'll get a puncture or start losing pressure or whatever. I'll get off because I've got like mountain biking gloves on or whatever. I will start undoing the Presta valve. And 9 times out of 10, I will bend it. Or even worse than that, I'll unscrew the valve manually out of the inner tube. All the air comes gushing out of the tyre and you can't do jack. You're trying to screw it back in and by that time it's just, sod it, I'll put a new inner tube in. With these, you just put your Schrader valve on. So as long as you've left the Presta open as you added it, you can just keep putting air back in. If you want extra security, safety, air pressure holding, whatever, then you could literally tighten up the Presta, then add the adapter. But I'd just be happy if they worked out of the box, to be honest. But they seem to so far. I also thought I would try these. So, bike tube Rick, a bit like pickled Rick, but more bike tubey. Alpha Trail, 2 for 12 or 14 quid on Amazon, I can't quite remember. Because we live in a little village, I do use Prime a heck of a lot. Just means I can get things like this the next day. And it's a lot easier than going to the local bike shop, which isn't really local. It's 5 miles, and if I want anything more advanced, I have to go to Wheelbase, which is in Staveley, which is a good hour away. Now, it's completely irrelevant the bike that we're going to be fitting it to. However, this is a Trek Rail 9.5. So eMTB, essentially. That's the other thing. You can use these on eMTBs as well as normal bikes. Because I always wondered that when I bought it. Do I need to uprate certain things? But no, they just use the same inner tubes, same tyres, that kind of thing. Thing is, these are quite wide. So 2.6 bike tube Rick. Anyway, this fits my tyres. That's all I need to know, really. Let's grab a tube. First thing you do is unscrew this. Get one of these out. So I had 4 in the bag. So these are anodised, and I think the pack was about £3.99. There's lots of these all over the internet. And to be honest, I think they'll solve my challenges, but we'll find out. So these have got a rubber O-ring in, and you just push them over and quite literally do this. And then it'll sit quite snugly. Here's a bit of a push, actually. And then just tighten. And there you go. You've converted your valve to Schrader. What I'll do is I'll fit them to the bike and then I'll do a bit of a ride and come back and say whether they've actually solved my challenges or it's time to go tubeless. Because I have started that muck-off tubeless kit, and yes, that is vinyl. But that's another story. It kind of worked. The thing is, you need a pump that can release pressure in one go, so the bead actually bites to the inner tube. No, so the bead bites to the rim, a bit like a car tyre. And yeah, I've not managed to achieve that. So there you have it. The conversion. Now, a lot of people do take these off after they pump the tyres up, but the likelihood is I'm just going to leave them on and put, say, like a car dust cap type thing on. Might not look as slick, but if it does the job, I'm right with that. There's one already fitted to the back wheel. There you have it, nice and easy. To be honest, it's a good product. I'll be back with a follow-up video. Thank you, and don't forget to like and subscribe, especially if you found value in our video.